a candidate for Master of Science in Computer Science at Northeastern University. Prior to coming um, prior to coming to Boston, I was working in India as a software engineer, and I also did my undergrad in New Delhi, India, in computer science and engineering. I really enjoy and I'm very passionate about development and developing web applications in general. And that's why I decided to take the course of web development under Professor Jose to learn the offerings that he uh, to learn the offerings like MeanStack that were being offered in his course. So for my project, I decided to implement a GitViewer. So I could not find such a viewer, and I wanted to use one, a viewer that could implement the features and functionalities of a good viewer for Git repositories. So I decided to implement it as my own version in my project, and I used MeanStack because I just learned MeanStack under Professor Jose. So let's see the project. So this is my application DRAFTSTAT that I implemented for my project. So as you can see, the whole UI is it's powered using like UI frameworks like Bootstrap, and it's responsive. So when you go to mobile view, it shows the responsive design. And so I had this necessity of such a viewer, and that's why I started to think about creating my own project, which would implement such a viewer. And right now, I will show you that I have created this homepage with efficiency and speed in mind as well for smaller screens. So as you go to a larger screen, so as you can see on the top right, it's about 1700 pixels. And in the images, you have IMG2, IMG1, and IMG3, which are the images in the carousel on the home page. So as you go towards a smaller screen, like less than 1200 pixels, the images changed. The new images were loaded, which are IMG2 small, IMG1 small, and IMG3 small. This would ensure that smaller images are being loaded for smaller screens, which would in the end save time and save bandwidth for the smaller screens. And the video would also be in the video in desktop mode is an autoplay version, but it would not be in the mobile version. It would have to be played. So let's register, or let's log in through an already registered user. A new user can register over here by entering a username and confirming the passwords, and he can register successfully, and he'll be taken to the home page. But right now, I have registered using my GitHub name, which would help in the end, because we want to be linking to other people who are on Git. So it is recommended that you register with a username that's similar to your, or that's the same as your Git username. So this is the home page. On the home page, you can see the username that has logged in, of the user that has logged in, and you can see a search text field over here you can search for other users. For example, let's search for Jim. Let's search for user Jim. So the first result is the closest match that could be found with the help of the GitHub API. That's the results that it returned. And over here, you can see the name of the user, the handle on the Git, on the Git username. The people that this guy is being followed by 54 people, and this guy is following 30 people, and he has 36 public repositories which are listed over here, and they are all URLs. If you click on a repository, you will be directly taken to the repo URL. Or if you click on the person's avatar or the handle, you will also be taken to his profile. So over here, you can see the page number, as the pagination is displaying 30 users per page. So on the first page, you can see the first 30 results out of the total 1,525 results. So if you go to the 10th page and click on search, there you go. You have an updated search list. And if you want to add a user out of the search results, if you want to follow a user, you just click on the follow button. For example, if I want to follow, let's follow no input. So now I'm following no input. So when I go to my following, the people that I'm following, I can see that there was a list that was already there, and no input has been added to that list. So this is the user info page, where the user can see the information for the people that he's following. Over here, if I click on the magnifying glass, it will display the information of the person that I am following. Now note that this is the name of the person on Git. This is his URL and the GitHub username. This is the email that this person is using. And these are the number of public repositories that this person has. And if I click over here, I get taken to the person's actual GitHub page. I can also rate a person by viewing his profile. I can give him like 17, 18, 19, or 20 stars out of possible 20 stars. I can even send a message to the person. Over here, I can enter some text, and I can send the message. Also, when I go to messages, this is my inbox. This is the inbox for the current user. Here, the user can see the messages that have been sent to him. Now, the database on the back end being used for the application is MongoDB, which is a NoSQL database. And I wanted to use MongoDB because it's very light and it's very robust. And since it was a new technology that I learned, I wanted to implement my application using these new technologies. Now, I'm very enthusiastic to present this application as my project, because I believe in collaboration and building beautiful softwares that help in making the lives of people easier and better. And in my opinion, it is imperative to connect people belonging to different backgrounds and industry areas, as it will create opportunities for them to share their skills and expand their learning horizons, which will benefit everyone ultimately. And as future scopes of this project, I look forward to working on it and expanding it to use other APIs other than Git. So it has a it has a greater reach. For example, I would use the APIs of Bitbucket, GitHub, and other such distributed revision control system platforms so that more people can be connected together using such a tool. And yes, this is my final project, and I hope everybody likes it. Thank you.